Welcome everyone, it's Grandma Mo, and we're covering the UCLA Bruins against the Northwestern Wildcats. So UCLA gets another win, 80-46 over Northwestern. And this game was played at their gym at Northwestern. The Bruins are now 19-1 and in the second spot in the national rankings. So that's very cool. They have been steadily going along at nothing, like I've said in other videos, there's nothing real flashy. There's nothing, but they are just steady Eddie, all five starters. Any one of them can hurt you. And this game, there was so much attention on Lauren Betts that Hawkes ended up being the leading scorer. And she realized what was happening, and she was just making cuts down the lane, and she was getting easy layups. They were so over pressuring Lauren Betts, she'd get the ball and was like, boop, here, dump it to Hawkes. She's like right behind her and gets an easy layup. That happened multiple times. So, UCLA just has way too much to be able to try, and you can't focus on one person. I mean, yeah, I get focusing on Lauren Betts and trying to keep her in check, but this year, which is different from last year, they have four other players and then people off the bench that are going to come in that are going to hurt you. So UCLA gets the win 80-46. They outscored Northwestern 21-14 in the first, 25-8 in the second, 24-16 in the third, and then 10-8 in the fourth. They definitely took their foot off the gas in the fourth. It was more just trying to hold the ball for a long period of time, and their shots weren't going in, which resulted in only 10 points in that quarter. The Bruins have been scoring over 20 points in just about every quarter I've watched, which is terrific. I mean, 25 a quarter, and that gets you 100. And I think if they had shot better, they probably would have went over 100 points in this game. They shot okay from the floor, 47%, but three-point shooting, they were only 4 for 17, which is 23%. If they were up around the 35-40, this game probably would have went over 100 points. But it wasn't needed, and they were 14 for 16 from the free throw line. Out-rebounded them 41-24. Points in the paint were obnoxious, 48-12. They only had 13 turnovers, which is good. You want to try and keep it under 12 if you can, but 13's pretty darn good too. 27 assists, which is phenomenal. That means they're a team that shares the ball. It's not one superstar or two superstars getting doing all their scoring. It's everybody does their part, which is wonderful to see. So UCLA gets 16 points from Lauren Betts, 6 assists and 5 rebounds. She was almost the leading assist person. She would get the ball and just be looking to pass because they were collapsing on her. And Hawkes was the beneficiary of cuts to the basket that was open just from the overemphasis on Betts. So 19 points for her. Kiki Rice almost had a triple-double, 15, 8, and 10. So 2 more assists and she would have had a triple-double, which is wonderful. Just Kiki's playing nice, solid basketball. Very nice to see. Ledger Walker, 4 points, 4 assists, and 5 rebounds. Neepkins, 12 points. Dukalic, 5 points, 7 rebounds, 4 assists. So she was doing some passing there too. And then the only 2 other people scored. Sienna Betts came in off the bench. She had 18 minutes. 6 points, 6 rebounds, and 4 assists for her. And then Billick. I keep it Dukalic. It's Dukalic and Billick. And I keep wanting to say Dukalic instead of the each at the end. Anyway, one of those things. Billick hit a 3-point shot, so she had 3 points. Northwestern got most of their points from Grace Sullivan, who was guarding Lauren Betts and down low most of the time. They had 46 points total. She had 21 of them. Thomas had 7. Caroline Lau had 5. Harder had 2. Walton had 9. And then Turner ended up with 2 points, and that was it for Northwestern. So, not a whole lot to say on this. I'm really happy to see UCLA in the number 2 spot, which I thought they should have been from the get-go, but Texas beat them there early, and they had one bad half, but ever since then, UCLA has played some pretty solid basketball, other than that first half of that Texas game earlier in the season. But it taught them a lesson. You can't come out slow. You can't let down against a good team in the in the beginning of the game and expect to get a win. So, it was a good lesson for them. So UCLA has Illinois coming up next. Illinois is in the middle of the pack in the Big Ten. They are ahead of Maryland, who UCLA just recently beat. So it should be a halfway decent game. And then, next Sunday, February 1st, they got Iowa. Iowa's ranked number 8th. Iowa is right behind them in the Big Ten. So we'll see how Iowa stacks up against UCLA next Sunday. That ought to be a good game to watch. And then they've got, the week after that, UCLA is going to get another test from Michigan and Michigan State. So their next 7 games, they're playing 4 ranked teams. So, that's going to toughen them up for the tournament. So we'll see. Okay, that's it for this one. And we'll be back after UCLA plays Illinois on Wednesday, and we'll cover that one. Okay, talk to you later.